All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Nortex Mining YouTube channel. I am back. What in the world has been happening over the past 8, 9 months? That's kind of crazy. Um, it's been a long crypto winter, and it looks like the bottom is in. What do you guys think? Has everybody still been mining? Because I have. Absolutely. 100%. Um, a lot has happened in the real world over here. Um, I got a new job, which was like a huge deal for our personal financial situation, which is awesome. Um, but yeah, mining has been a constant throughout 2023, a constant hobby turned into a little bit of a side business, I suppose. But at this point, it's the end of the year, 2023. We're starting 2024. I've done some rebalancing and I'm trying to take inventory, see what kind of lower earning hardware I can, offload. Maybe it's some IoT miners now that things have kind of, been pretty low for quite some time. We can talk about that in another video. But yeah, 2024, a new year. We've got some goals for the asset allocation, how much Bitcoin, how much ETH, Solana, other altcoins, which I'll be making videos on coming up in either January or February. Yeah, man, the real life, the IRL stuff has just been crazy. I mean, don't really want to make excuses, but it had been pretty boring there. Just kind of mining and waiting, and maybe selling to a little bit to recoup some hardware costs, which again we'll kind of go through some numbers, but yeah, it was just a long winter. Um, of just kind of sticking it out, sticking through it. And, with the new job, I've been able to kind of pay off some other debt and stuff that we had. And, if you guys want to hear more about personal finance stuff, I love talking about that stuff too. And it's going to come back up eventually because it's really a core part of how aggressive you can be in mining, or how, because I don't really want to talk about getting into debt for to finance mining equipment. I'm sure some people have done that and had success, but if this is being replayed to my younger self, or if I could go back and start again, that's kind of one of the things that would be at the forefront of my mind, is like, why are we taking debt out? I should have been in a had a stronger financial foundation at the start, and I could have afforded to you know take smaller risks but take more aggressive risks, if that makes sense. So we've been able to kind of pay off some debt, put some cash away as savings. We bought a house and stuff. So all that kind of stuff's happened in the last 8, 9 months, and yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. So appreciate you guys coming back to the channel and checking out some more videos, and yeah, we'll have some more stuff coming out. Another big change: Mrs. Nortex is pregnant, so yeah, I gotta really get my stuff together these next few months and get as much mining equipment to be as efficient as possible and to be running as hands off and low maintenance as possible, because I'm not going to have a lot of time pretty soon here, guys. So that's where I kind of been the last few months. Yes, I'm still mining. If you're new to the channel, and you're probably like, who is this guy? What is he talking about? What in the world is going on here? Um, I'm just an average home miner. I found mining through Helium because it was a pretty novel proof of coverage consensus mechanism, and I thought it was pretty cool. Using um, basically electromagnetic waves to kind of help verify uh, hotspots were where they said they were. So that was pretty cool. I then kind of bought a GPU just to kind of see what was going on. started mining Ethereum, and now it's kind of moved on to pretty much strictly very low electric mining, or I'm utilizing assets we already have or things we already do, right? So a lot of other coins that have been coming up in the DePIN sector, things like Demo, things like Honey. Um, Nobody's mining HNT anymore. Everybody's mining IoT or mobile, which is great. There's been a couple Caspa ASIC miners that have been very low power. So, again, we'll get into that in some future videos here, but that's kind of where I started, how it's been going. I'm really just kind of documenting my journey, and for my benefit, so that I could go back later and be like, what in the world were you thinking? Not giving financial advice, not telling you what to buy, not telling you what you should do, just kind of showing you what's possible if you stick with mining, or you stick with a hobby that you choose to do. And hey, it makes a little bit of money, and you wait for the good times, the boom times, the times where there's a bunch of liquidity in the market, and then you can kind of take some of your gains off the table. And you know that's kind of what it is here on this channel. I do want to encourage more of building a solid personal financial position first, right? Get your debt paid off, get your savings good. Then you can start, having a little bit of money to play with, money that you don't mind losing, money that you don't mind just sitting there. Because what ends up happening when you take on debt, when you're worried about, oh man, I got to get my cash back from this hardware, then you start selling early, and you start selling when coins may not be as high as they could be, or during times where, like this past year. Again, we'll talk about it in future videos, but if I didn't have that worry of, hey, I got to sell these coins so that I could pay back myself for the hardware that I bought, get my risk off the table, you know there could have been some more gains to have been had. But either way, you can't go broke taking profits, taking gains, taking your money off the table. And now I'm in, risk free across the board. And it's to the point where miners are able to buy more miners, right? That's the ultimate goal. And ultimately, that's what's going to happen if you stick with this thing over, I've been at it for about 2 years now. And, you know, that was really the understanding. It was, it's going to be probably a 4 to 5 year time frame. But if I can stick with it for 4 to 5 years, what's to say that I can't also have some similar success to other miners who have been here and done it before in the past cycles? So that's kind of where I'm coming from. Again, build that personal financial position first, get your savings right, get yourself a little bit of money that you can have fun with, and start building one brick at a time. I mean, it's no different than other personal financial things, right? Is you got to start saving. The sooner you start saving, the sooner you'll be able to see more significant gains. But it takes time. It takes a lot of time. So that's what it's going to be here this year and moving forward. So that's a little bit of more info for y'all. What you will not find on this channel is any type of shilling or selling, or I'm not really going to talk about stuff other than what I'm actually doing and what I'm actually mining. And I can talk about why I chose to mine that. But again, just kind of more like a strictly documenting the journey type thing. Not going to find any of that stuff. You're also not going to find any questionable mining techniques. There was a lot of gaming going on with Helium. Not going to find any of that on this channel. You're not going to find any, crazy mods that you have to spend hundreds of dollars more to get like a little bit more efficiency or whatever. I mean, not going to find that here. We will talk about overclocks and things like that are just, naturally part of GPU, maybe even some ASIC mining. But those are just kind of, hardware settings. It's not like you're introducing a new piece of hardware to try and improve what you've got already. Not gonna find any clickbait. I really don't like, clickbaity thumbnails, titles. It's really, I don't even really like the whole idea of like YouTubers, influencers. I think it's just, you know, um, there's a lot of questionable things that can happen. Obviously, I have my favorite creators and stuff, so like, I really think it's more about community and creating and like sharing knowledge, so that way more people can benefit and more people can, you know, change their lives too. So that's what it's going to be about. Not going to find any negativity here. I mean, it's all good, like what, there's already so much of that in the world. You're not going to find any more of that here. If you want that, you can find a corner of the internet to go for that, but not going to find any of that. So, um, you know, how I always say, keep your costs low, keep your spirits high, keep on mining. I mean, that's what it is, and we'll get through it. We'll get through the few years of the bad times, and when the good times come, enjoy. Uh, you know, make some life changing gains along the way. That'd be awesome. If not, you had a great time doing it, and you learn. Always got to stay learning. Always got to stay positive. So, with that, I'll close this video up. Welcome back. It's 2024. We're mining heavily. Here we go. Hit that like and subscribe if you want to be on this journey. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Until then, like I say, keep your costs low, keep your spirits high. Let's keep on mining.